So we wanted to talk about the Buteyko Mastermind group today. And you are one of the elite members. There's only 20 people in this group. So why did you join this group?
For several reasons, really. First of all, I really wanted to lean into a community of someone, of like-minded souls on the same journey, because that support of being in a group where we are experiencing the same issues in each of our own way, but that's inspirational. And it's comforting to be able to lean into other people's experience and from there on move further along the path of my own experience. So, and then also I wanted to really deepen my focus on my breathing journey. And I really wanted to have a platform from where I can explore to what extent can I bring this? How far can I go in terms of diving deeper and deeper into this practice? Where will it take me?
So it's April, you have until July. So how, so far, how is the experience going? Can you give us any feedback?
It's so much more than I could hope for. You have this idea when you enter into whatever venture you set yourself on, how will it be organized, and who else is in there, and who's in the group, and how will the group dynamics be, and what will we learn? And it's a thrilling experience. It's so well organized, and it's thorough, and it's such a loving community, and it's everything that I could wish for and more.
Yeah. So people have the opportunity to advance their personal practice, and I assume that you have the potential to expand expand spiritually, physically, mentally. So for you, how are you expanding and growing?
I think that I had the opportunity of a hot seat and to see our own practice through the eyes of others is really enlightening, because there were some aha moments for me that, oh my gosh, I didn't see that. So that really broadens my perspective on how I see myself. And, we all have areas where we are maybe have the blinds on a little bit, and it's so enlightening to be able to take those blinds off and just be able to see things from another perspective. And that has enhanced my view on my own praxis and where I need to put my focus. So the experience also may have changed where I have my focus. And I don't think I would have gotten to that. Well, I'm quite certain that I wouldn't have had the opportunity to get to that level of insightfulness into my own practices if I haven't had that opportunity to do that in the Mastermind.
Do you want to share any of the details of what your North Star is and how the aha moment that you just spoke of has dented or affected that?
I really want to be able to build up my CO2 tolerance through physical exercise, which has been an issue because of my breathing being not to a level of capacity where that was an option. And I set some focus on my North Star, on where I would go, and I got a little bit numbers oriented, maybe a little bit too much, not maybe, but a little bit too focused on the performance side of things. And I think that through the Mastermind practices and the the flow of the activities that we do together, I am now much more able to lean into what is possible and go with that in a much more positive way, instead of constantly fighting into what is not possible.
So it's like a flip of the lens.
Exactly. And it's rewarding, and it's from that space there's so much more flow. There's so much more openness. Leaning into the possibilities of what can be done, it just opens so much. It actually shows me what can be done, instead of trying to fight for something that is not possible, and hanging on to that.
That's a beautiful place to work from, because it's not work.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, it's more flow, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you speak at all of the people in the group? How are those relationships forming versus when you first walked in the door? And as you said in the beginning of the video, like, you know, I don't know who these people are. You don't know what to expect. So
well, I believe that when a group is formed, it's never coincidence. I always think that there's how a group dynamic is expanding itself once you meet. I find that so inspiring. And I think it's well done, universe, for putting us together, exactly those people. It's such a loving community. It's so supportive and so inspiring, and the level of knowledge when pulled together, oh my God. It's amazing, and people are so dedicated. And it's a very, very safe environment to, spread your wings and try to fly. I'm very, very excited about being part of that group. That's for sure.
If you had a crystal ball and you could see into the future, what do you think July, August timeframe, what is that going to look like for you?
Well, I definitely, in my North Star, setting that, venturing on to some kind of breakthrough. So it's exciting to be in a place where the building blocks are being laid for a breakthrough to be able to happen. I'm certain that that's going to happen in whatever way it presents itself with the work we're doing now. Something is definitely bound to happen. So exciting.
That is exciting, especially if you're leaving that door open like that for that co-creation of that, right? Like not strangle it in it, going, this is what it's going to do. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to accomplish. And when we get so narrow-minded like that, we block all the other potential. Yeah. So that's beautiful. So what's the best part so far for you, do you think? Which element of this entire program so far is the favorite for you?
With nearly being a year and a half in, well, not solitude, because that's wrong, but not being able to travel out to group communities and meetings and gatherings, which I enjoyed thoroughly before the pandemic, BC, before Corona.
I've been saying that too.
And we've had to really lean into technology and meeting on Zoom and whatever for the past year and a half. So how can you recreate a group dynamic when you're not physically present with each other? And I really think that we are very, very close to the same dynamics that we would have if we were physically close to each other, which would of course be nicer, but still being able to somewhat have an outlet for that is also something that I think this group is giving me. We need a community. We need communities. We're human. We need to, find like-minded souls and journey together.
There is nothing like finding your tribe.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is there anything else you would like to add or share with anybody that is watching this video who may potentially be trying to get in the next mastermind group?
Going into a mastermind group like this is it's not a performance thing. And I really want to emphasize that, because of course there's some people in the group who have like really exceptional journeys, and they've ventured into this for years. But if you go in and you think that, you know, your numbers are rubbish, sometimes mine are, that doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's not a numbers game. It's not a performance game. It's an opportunity to travel together and share experience. And everybody has something that the others can use. It doesn't matter how far you are or how short your journey has been. Everybody in a group has something that the others in the group need. And I think that's beautiful.